Hey everyone, welcome back to Inner Blocks. This is your host. I'm Freedom Point. I'm the Yeti. This is my lovely bride, Stacy D. She's at Freedom to Right. And today we're going to jump right in with a community challenge. A next challenge. What do you have?
Yeah. So last week I started doing community challenges to see what's going on with you guys. See what your inner blocks look like. So this week's challenge is going to be obviously...
Can you believe that? That's real life.
Cars just driving by like...
We live in the friggin' country.
There's been like 5 cars in the last 5 minutes.
5 seconds, yeah. So when we sit down here, all of a sudden the wind starts blowing and then there's cars. Look.
So please forgive us for people that live near us.
All right, take it away.
All right, so there's another one. All right, so inner blocks, we love to know what's going on with you. What are the blocks that make you? You know, for us, we are spirituality. I love to bake. I love to yoga. What do you love?
I don't do crap.
Not true. He loves to work with his hands.
So a couple of things that make me who I am, a couple of the blocks that make me who I am that I could not do without is my spirituality. That's number one. For me, as a human having this experience, as a spiritual being having this human experience, I believe that my spirituality is my number one block that I couldn't go without. But there's other things like crafting and working with my hands, being creative. That's huge for me.
Absolutely. So the challenge for this week, which he awesomely alluded to, was what block that makes you you could you not go without? Now, obviously, we can go without a lot of things, but what's that one thing that when you don't participate in it or it's not front of mind awareness makes you feel a little off kilter, a little off balance? You know that you really need it to make sure that you stay even as a person. And I think we all know what being even as a person means. You know, you are grounded, you can focus, you stay centered, you don't get easily irritated. And I think you said that yours is spirituality. And I'm not going to lie, my spirituality as well. I mean...
She's a friggin' copycat.
I'm not. I had this idea for about a week now. And it's funny because I wanted to say like yoga. But yoga is too brand new. And it should not trump my spiritual life as well. So that's not it.
So for me, I think that this is a great challenge because I believe that we're all individuals and that we all have amazing things that make us who we are. Every one of us has different blocks. So we each have that one block that just makes us feel better than the rest of them. Like if it was gone, we were way off. You know, in what she was saying about there, about feeling balanced, everyone knows that feeling of like feeling satisfied, to feel like, hey, I haven't been doing this for so long that I'm not satisfied anymore. I'm not happy. I'm not in a good mood. You know, that's what this is about.
Exactly. So it might not be something that you're able to do regularly. Maybe it's something that you haven't been able to do for a long time. But what is it? What makes you you?
Whatever it is, as long as it's something that's really important to you,
then we would love to know about it.
So what are you giving away?
Well, what we're doing this week is a little different than last week. This week, what we are doing is that we are going to give all the entries a 50% upvote, which I think is still pretty bangerang, and a re-steam. And then at the end, 7 days from now on Sunday, I'm going to be taking all the entries and doing a drawing to see who could win shares for SBI.
We love SBI. We love Joseph Savage and Katie Savage and all the things that they're doing with the Steam Basic Income. And we think that that is a great way to give back. You know, Stacey D jumped right in with giving away 100% upvotes from Inner Blocks. And
last week.
And we talked about that as, you know, we've been taking in delegations. We just took in 1,500 new Steam Power yesterday. At Inner Blocks is up to just over 8,500 Steam Power. And so our next goal is 10,000. And what we're doing, we have a Discord-based curation bot. We have curators from around the world that are curating great content from different countries, all languages, and we're continuing to branch out. So when we just give 100% upvotes, it kind of throws off the whole voting queue.
It did last week, or the last couple of days. I was like, he's like, so you're handing out 100% upvotes? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, well, that's terrific. Super supportive. It throws off the bot, though, so that's a little negative side effect. Not that we aren't generous with our votes. It's just that it threw off the box.
Yeah, so if we can do something, let's help people have a basic income, something that's sustainable. You know,
Exactly.
the SBI really comes through. It helps with content creators, and everyone thinks, you know, in the lull that we're in now with Hard 421, everyone thinks that this is going to be some long-term thing, but I promise this is just a flash in the pan.
Yep. Before we know it, it'll just feel normal. We'll just keep on keeping on, and it'll be like those moments where you hear somebody from way back go, do you remember when Steam did notifications? And you're like, no. It'll feel like that.
Yeah.
So awesome. So yeah, guys, I will announce how many shares of SBI that we will give away in the posts below this video. And I hope that you guys are all doing well. We can't wait to hear about your inner blocks.